Now you've been in trading therapy. You know what you do now.
I'm okay.
You're a structure trader.
Forex Morning Mayhem is a must-listen podcast for currency traders. Get a curated watch list, insightful market analysis, and crucial news updates, plus trading tips for all levels. But remember, it's educational, not investment advice. Scan the QR code in the description to join our free Trade Faction Slack channel for live trade calls. If you like the podcast, please follow and share. Let's get started. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, March 25th, 2025, and you're listening to Forex Morning Mayhem. It's time for the daily market briefing. In today's headlines, US President Trump has imposed a 25% tariff on countries buying Venezuelan oil, while India is considering reducing tariffs on $23 billion worth of US imports. European stock markets opened higher, despite negative signals from futures, while US futures remained slightly red but maintained most of Monday's gains. The US dollar index held steady before dipping to a session low, benefiting other currencies. With the euro also supported by the IFO Business Climate Index. Bond yields decreased, influenced by the IFO data and upcoming supply. Oil prices continued to rise, extending Monday's trend, while natural gas prices in Europe softened due to updates from Ukraine. Gold prices reached new highs. The day ahead features the US Richmond Fed Index, Consumer Confidence, Japanese Services PPI, speeches from Fed officials Williams and Kugler, and US Treasury auctions. Stay tuned for a currency market update with Bill and Dave up next. Thanks for listening to Forex Morning Mayhem. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review if you like the show.
Let's start with the currency pairs. This is the Aussie New Zealand dollar. We are in a downtrend. It's in the zone. We are waiting for a sweet spot to form. Aussie US dollar, uptrend in the zone, waiting for sweet spot to form there. Downtrend, not in the zone. Pound, Canadian dollar. This one fired in the middle of the night. Downtrend in the zone, 1 a.m. sweet spot. Could probably still get in that, actually. New Zealand US dollar. This is uptrend in the zone, waiting for a sweet spot to form. Singapore dollar, Swiss franc, uptrend, but not in the zone. So we're going to skip that. US Canadian dollar, downtrend in the zone, waiting for a sweet spot. US Swiss franc, nothing going on here. So we're going to skip that. So today,
We got five of them in the zone, so maybe we'll get some.
yeah, one of them, something's going to pop here pretty soon. Today, what I want to talk about for the final of Back to Basics is something called structure. Have you ever heard of this? Trading structure? Because you trade structure, Dave. You probably don't even know that, huh?
Well, I trade, yes. There's
Okay.
some.
So let me explain what structure is. It's the concept of analyzing price movements, support, resistance,
Mhm.
trends, and swing highs and swing lows. So this is a couple of indicators that I put together that have all of the things in them that you need to trade structure. So the concept with structure is, let's start with support and resistance because you get that, right? Okay.
You betcha.
All right. So if I look at this chart from the left, you could say that this area right here is support because price came down and got to it and then it started going back up. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So if we follow price up this way, the structure of the price for this point is up. Okay.
Mm.
And as long as it keeps making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, then you can say that the structure of the price movement is upward and the trend is upward. Okay. Then at some point, you reach an end to that trend, right? So that what they call that is a swing high, right? So it swung high and it never went higher again. It started to go down. All right. So when it goes back up again and it breaks that previous high, see this little line that says BOS? That
Yep.
stands for break of structure. And for a lot of people, that's your entry. Now, in this particular trade, it didn't do that great, but that's how a lot of people will trade that. So following with that idea again, so then it breaks structure here. Prices is going up, it's going up, swings low again, but it doesn't break structure to the downside yet. Swings high again, breaks through the structure second time. So you could have taken that trade again here. All right. And then it starts to go down. So now you've got a series of lower highs, higher high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So now the structure is actually to the downside. Here, lower low, lower low. Price starts to move up to the upside, goes down here, breaks structure to the downside. So this is your trade to the downside. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yep.
I find this pretty reliable for the most part. These little breakouts usually work out pretty good, depending on what direction that they're going. As you can see, just looking at them, they work pretty good. But it's a little, for me, it's a little busy to keep track of. This is a really popular method for price action movement. Any thoughts?
Like I said, at least I know what the heck I'm doing. And
Yeah.
that's really what happens a lot is that you try to figure something out. You have no idea it's actually been done before because 90% of things have.
Mhm.
And there's a name for it.
Right.
So I feel more comfortable with things when I figure out, oh, somebody's already doing that. This is the name for it. So basically, it's nice to have a name to some of the things I can figure out myself. And the breaker structure stuff that you and I have discussed numerous times. Yeah. So lows, highs, this is all stuff we've discussed. I just put it together in a nice little package, and that's how I trade it. Yeah, it's nice to actually figure out that high structure trade
Cool.
because it's part of describing to people what I do.
Yep. Now you've been in trading therapy. You know what you do now. You're,
I'm okay.
you're okay. You're a structure trader. All
There
right.
you go.
All right, Chief. Have a good one.
Yeah, happy trading. See ya.
Later.